Finally. I'm just not used to the sound effects of cars and everything when it's just constantly like that. You know? In a game, of course. Like, obviously I'm used to it, like, in Tampa and stuff, so no big deal. But of course, I prefer living in a suburb than an urban region, so, you know. Here you go, 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate. Oh, we're having ice cream now. I hand the money over to the counter and take the cones to the railing that Lily's sitting on. I can't believe I let her trick me like this. She not only led me to an ice cream stall, but also got me to buy her some. At least she gave me the money for hers. Oh, fuck that, I'd pay for it. She doesn't have to give me a single cent. If I was with like some girl and stuff, I'll pay for that shit. I'm not kidding. I'd fucking do that. Sure enough, she's patiently waiting where I'd left her. I guess she was planning on making the day an event, rather than a simple shopping trip. I call out to her and slowly place the vanilla cone in her outstretched hands, being careful to make sure she has a good hold of it before letting go. At least her tastes are fairly normal. I was worried she'd ask for some weird flavor when she first asked. Here's the change. It's okay, keep it. I moved to protest, but realized the futility of doing so over such a small amount. I slipped the coin into my pocket, supplementing my meager allowance ever so slightly. Yeah, of course. Lily shows no signs of waiting to get up, so I take a seat beside her and start eating my own ice cream. The summer weather's nice. Hopefully it'll hold out for a while. You too? I'm beginning to think I'm the only person who prefers winter. I contemplate her statement for a long moment. Yeah, I think you might be. It draws the intended reaction. She's cute when she's pouting. Still, I can't really imagine what's so good about winter. You can't go out without bundling up and you still freeze anyway. I used to live further north where there'd be plenty of snow to play in, so it's a little nostalgic. I don't like the heat very much either. At least you can wear a skirt, so don't complain about that. She gives an amused giggle as we both get back to finishing off our already melting cones. Oh, fuck! I accidentally skipped. Wait, let me make sure if I skipped anything. Hold on. I remember it was... Is it the letter T? Yes. At least to live further north, at least you can wear a skirt, so don't complain about that. She gives a amused giggle as we both back to finishing off our already melting cones. I oddly sit and watch the crowds going by as we eat, catching bits and pieces of conversation. Okay, it's the same thing. I didn't skip anything. Sorry about that. Looking to Lily, I see her dutifully licking her ice cream from the top downwards, blissfully unaware of the fact that it's beginning to melt. You know, I wish I'd be like having ice cream next to a girl and stuff. That's so nice. Something I'd really want to do, you know? Especially with ice cream. I'm also... Fuck, you know, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna eat my meal, and then I'm gonna have some ice cream. I just bought a new... like cookies and cream Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and I'm gonna have some after this. It's melting. Where? I'm down a bit. She lowers her mouth from the top of the cone, but has no idea of exactly where the ice cream's dripping. What follows is a game of guiding her left and right until she finally finds it. Oh my god, this is so fucking cute. I love it. To any onlooker, it must seem absolutely bizarre. A girl with her eyes closed turning her cone over and over as the guy next to her gives instructions. A strange variant of childhood blindfold games, maybe. Oh, fuck me. I did it again. I don't think I skipped anything, but let me check. Oh yeah, okay, I didn't skip anything. Alright. In good time, we finally finished our treats and whiled away the time conversing casually. Oh, I'm a little lightheaded for a bit. Oh my god. I don't know why I found that so funny. I mean, it's just... Oh, man. It's just so fucking funny. Caught mid-sentence, Lily perks her head in her trademark manner. It's an unmistakable sign that something's caught her attention. What is it? Is Akira somewhere over there? I think I heard her. I raise an eyebrow as I look in the direction she's facing, somewhat doubtful of her ability to pick out Akira's lone voice in the din. Sure enough, though, a blonde girl in a suit can be seen through the tiny gaps between people walking everywhere which way. I raise a hand and wave, trying to catch her attention. Satao, hey Satao. She stops in her tracks and looks towards me, evidently noticing my calls. As she does, I notice someone walking beside her. Oh, sorry, the taps weren't working. I can't get a good look at whoever it is, though, before the two begin walking towards where we are. Ah, there she is. As they reach us, Lily and I stand and dust ourselves off. Akira. Hey, you two. Oh, who's that? She nods towards me, a gesture which I quickly return. My gaze shifts towards the young girl next to her, and our eyes meet. As they do, Akira plops a hand onto her head, a move which doesn't seem to faze her. I don't believe we've met. I'm Hideaki. Pleased to meet you, Hisayo. A guy's name, huh? Guess I just dodged a bullet there. He bows somewhat restrained by Akira's hand being on his head. On his head. Oh, that one's a guy. Doesn't even look like a guy, I have to admit. Looks a little feminine. Kinda like a trap a little bit. Oh, Hideaki's here too. Are you well? Akira has been taking very good care of me, thank you. Akira grins as if to affirm the point and rubs his head hard, dragging it around in a circular motion. His dreary face during this is somewhat amusing. Uncle's out on business again, so I'm just taking him around town for today. I'd have preferred to be spending the day on a date with my boyfriend, but... Hideaki gives a cough to try and redirect Akira's thoughts. As he does so, though, I find mine wandering. They're related, and further as first cousins. I suppose that explains why she's taking care of him in any case. Come to think of it, Hideaki, how did you know my name? Akira told me, being a Yamaku student, I suppose you're disabled in some way. Not everyone in Yamaku is disabled. Which I only learned a handful of days ago. I give silent thanks to Shizune and Misha for their stream of information about how the school works. Because of them, I found out that since the school will accept practically anybody suffering from non-mental disabilities, it doesn't discriminate against healthy people either. It seems unlikely that many in good health would enroll there, though. While the standard of education is pretty high, it's extremely isolated and very much focused on helping disabled students. You're dodging the question. Damn, he's sharp. Before I could say another word, though, he decides to take a stab at himself. If I were to call it myself, your heart. Oh, damn, he's good. Akira looks mildly curiously at me, her interest piqued as well. That sure was a lucky guess. How did you... You show no missing limbs or deformities, so external disabilities are out. Considering the lack of any strange mannerism, it's also unlikely that you'd have any mental disability. But Yamaku doesn't take mental disabled students. Oh, really? So then... sooner or later, I gotta find out why Kenji's in the school in the first place. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah. Is that really a reason for someone to be in Yamaku, really? I don't think so. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's just so weird. It's so weird, actually. But Yamaku, yeah. I know. Leaving that aside, the only possibility left is that of internal disabilities. I didn't know which one you might bear, so I guessed correctly. As it turns out, and your reaction confirms my guess. More than a little bemused, I look to Akira. She grins and shrugs, obviously taking some enjoyment out of her partner's deductions. He's sharp, yes, but more than a little unsympathetic, logical, but lacking in tact. His attitude reminds me of Shizune in a way, as do his looks. May I ask why you're staring at me? Surely I'm not that unusual a specimen. Does he not know how unusual he looks? I could overlook the spats in clothing as just being coincidental, but the ribbon in his hair really is too much. This guy is such a trap, I mean, honestly. This is entirely beside the point, though. Sorry, you must remind me of someone. Akira gives me a sharp jab with the elbow, with her elbow. Told you you're not that much different from her. He coughs into his hand to try and maintain an upright and serious demeanor. I see you've met my sister then. Perhaps my full name might help you. I am Hideaki Hakamichi. You are probably thinking of my sister, Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, okay. So they are related. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so he's Shizune's brother. Wait a minute. If Hideaki is the son of Akira's uncle and Shizune is his sister, then that means Lily and Shizune's fathers are brothers-in-law. Therefore, Lily and Shizune are first cousins. Oh shit! Wow, that's a huge turn of events. They both hate each other, yet they're kind of related or family members in a way. That's a huge twist. Lily groans in an uncharacteristically unrestrained manner. The reaction earns an amused smirk from her sister. The enmity between the two just took on another meaning. I had thought it's simply a matter of difficulty of communication between the two, but a family feud makes things much more complicated. Excuse me. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. She gives a half-hearted shrug. She mustn't give as much weight into the two's conflict as I do. Well, that's how it is. What are you two up to anyway on this fine day? We're shopping for Hanako's birthday present. The day will be coming up soon, so this is the last chance we'll have before school starts again for the week. Akira makes a strange face as if Lily had just said that the sky wasn't blue and the clouds not white. Isn't her birthday on the 10th next month? Yes, why is something wrong? Well, yes, why? Is something wrong? There you go. Akira's face seems to collapse. It's an utterly unbefitting expression for someone so rowdy and headstrong. The folks didn't call you yet. As Lily shakes her head cluelessly, I look at Hideaki to see if he knows anything about this. A simple shrug is his only answer. For a moment, Akira ponders what to do before smiling once again. The fact that she can hide her emotions so quickly and effectively is unsettling. Hey, Shorty, sorry, but could you hang with Hasayo for a while? He nods and waves her off, Akira placing an arm on Lily's shoulder as she guides her away and out of earshot. And so I'm alone with Shorty. So, nice weather, isn't it? How's the weather up there? I know that's kind of a... I don't know why, when that sentence came up, it kind of reminded me of that episode from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends when Blue kind of talked to that big guy, how's the weather up there, basically making fun of his ginormous size and stuff. That's kind of what it reminded me of, so, you know. It seems so. And it's kind of the opposite, telling that to a big guy and compared to a shorty, so... How's the weather down there, basically? It seems so. that was kind of an insult that Wilt gave to Blue as like a comeback, because Wilt is also a tall guy, so he was kind of offended by that. Of course, I don't know, not really. I don't know, the episode was really I didn't really like that episode too much, you know. It was just kind of mean-spirited in a way, that's why. I guess they dumped us. Indeed. What a farcical attempt at small talk. I've got no idea of how to talk to this guy, and his robotic responses aren't helping. Blood and the stone come to mind. Without another word, he begins to rock on his feet and in an obvious gesture of boredom with this discussion. He really is like a little kid, despite his serious demeanor. Suspecting the conversation over, I decide to accomplish what I came here to do in the first place. I'm going to go search for a present. Coming? Not much else to do. Huh. Man, this guy's so awkward. In a little while, we come to a small shop beside a convenience store. For once, the store windows aren't filled with electronics and computer games, but dolls, stuffed bears, and all manners of wood-crafted oddities. Othilus Antiques. That's a weird word. An antique store. Well, if there's anything in this town that'd suit Hanako, I guess it'd be here. I reach for the old-looking door handle, but pull back at the last minute as I realize my companion's gone adrift. Not coming in? I'll just be in the newsstand for a while, don't mind me. His voice makes it painfully clear he has zero interest in what's in the store, and that he doesn't feel obligated to follow me. As he wanders off without another word, I push the thick wooden door and enter the store, a bell above me ringing out. The musty smell of old books and wooden shelves is distinctively anachronistic. I look to the counter beside the door. The graying man behind it sits there silently, reading a tattered book. He certainly fits the look of the place. What, does he look like Gandalf a bit? Because I kind of feel like this is like one of those magic-y, like, old kind of shops and stuff. I don't know. Slowly wandering through the aisles, the person I'm reminded of as I inspect each handcrafted or imported oddity in turn isn't Hanako. Crouching down, I examine the ancient oak desk inside the shop window. At least 30 dolls, all varying widely in size and make. The only similarity between them is the long Victorian dresses they wear. I turn the price tag of one that looks to be about waist height. It's not in my price bracket at all. I do the same to each of them, getting more and more depressed as they get smaller and smaller in size. That is, until I reach the very smallest one. It's affordable, just yet of quality make and with long auburn and hair and a little blue dress. I decide that it's the kind of present Hanako would appreciate. Pretty looking and far from gaudy. After I carefully pick it up, I decided to keep looking around the store. I'm not sure whether it's because I like the atmosphere or out of simple curiosity. You know, I'll basically be looking around too. I mean, I remember when I was in Canada, in Vancouver, we went to this, like, kind of, this magic-y antique shop. It's, like, magic stuff. It was such, like, interesting, like, stuff in there. It's like Dungeons and Dragons qualities, you know? Like, it's like a Dungeons and Dragons store. It's really fascinating. I don't know where, but it was, like, really interesting. So that's kind of what this shop reminds me of a bit. Peeking around the corner before I go to the next aisle, I see that the shelves in this one are stocked with wooden toys, from toy cars to intricate automations. Automatons? Not automations, I think. Tucked behind a line of nutcrackers, I notice a little plain wooden box. It feels surprisingly light as I pick it up with my free hand. The lid only needs the smallest movement to pop open, the little metal drum inside beginning to rotate immediately. For seconds on end, I simply stand there listening to the palm-sized melody. As it plays, I take the tiny price tag in my fingers and bring it up to my face, the minuscule cursive writing taking some effort to read. It's affordable, sort of. Grimacing slightly, I close the lid and make my way to the counter with doll and music box in hand. When I lay the two on the counter, the man behind it sits up and takes stock of them. He doesn't hide very well his surprise at someone of my age buying them. It's painful, but I hand over the money for the two and leave the store with a small opaque bag in hand. Hideaki being there takes me by surprise. Oh, hi, I thought you'd be at the newsstand. Akira gave me a call. She's waiting for us at the fountain with Lily. At least that solves the issue of trying to find them again. We head back to the fountain. Hideaki's immaculate posture and presentation, despite his appearance, makes for a strange contrast even as we walk. Lily and Akira stand there waiting for us, their faces hard to read. Hey, you ready to go, Shorty? Hideaki's mood seems to improve as he rejoins her. See ya, Lily, Hisayo. Tell Hanako I said happy birthday. We will, bye. Goodbye, Akira. And with that, the two disappear into the fracas of the afternoon city crowd. Turning to Lily, I notice she's carrying a small bag. It's now that I realize why her disposition felt different from before. While Lily typically the type to wear her emotions on her sleeve, her expressions and tone are clouded and difficult to read. It's more than a little off-putting, but given the effort she's making to hide her emotions, I doubt she wants to be cornered on why she's feeling this way. Already bought Hanako a present. Yes, have you? Yeah. Shall we head back to the bus stop then? Okay, there should be a bus back to Yamaku pretty soon. And with that, we begin to walk. It feels strange compared to before. Lily's hand on my forearm feels unusually tense, and the whole atmosphere is extraordinarily awkward. The silence continues for a long while. I really don't like seeing her like this. Hanako's birthday party is going to have to be held earlier. Is the 4th going to be alright for you? I have no other possible obligations anyway, so I reflexively nod. Only afterwards do I remember that doing so is pointless, and quickly answer so by speech. She tries to collect herself, a task that looks almost pitiable in how plain it is to see how distant her thoughts are. Sorry, Hisayo. You said the bus would be coming soon, right? That's right. But now that she says that, I have no idea. I have an idea. Huh. Actually, do you have anything to do later today? I don't believe so. Why do you ask? This is the point where I normally take your hand and rush you somewhere, but even without that, you'll have to trust me, okay? I take her hand and gently let her on, her distant face replaced by one of mild surprise and curiosity. Okay, there you go. He's holding her hands, guys. He's getting there. Okay, I'm thinking of ending it off right here, because I noticed that there's been times when, like, the day's gone by and stuff, and I don't know when this is going to happen again, so I'm gonna have to stop right there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I mean, like, I'm very much invested into this, like, more than ever. So we're gonna end it right off here before, like, there comes a moment where I'd be even more, like, curious to the point where I'm gonna just keep on going. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it off right here. Alright, so create new save. Progress successfully saved. How many save files can I make anyway? I don't know. Alright. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. So yeah, that was it. So yeah, look forward to what's going to happen next. Alright, so thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.